Hello, welcome back to Roland Tutoring. Please feel free to subscribe if you like our channel. Also check us out on Twitter and Facebook to stay up to date with our latest problem releases. And also feel free to contact us, send us your problems if you'd like them featured on our YouTube channel. We also offer online and in-person tutoring, so contact us with any of your needs. With that, we'll get started. Today we are looking at logarithmic problems. So we are solving for x in the equation 4 to the x minus 33 times 2 to the x minus 1 plus 8 equals 0. This one has several steps and it can be kind of a trickier one for many people. So what we'll want to start with is we'll want to convert this 4 to the x here to base 2. So we can come over on the side here and kind of say 4 to the x is equal to 2 squared to the x. So when we rewrite our equation over here, we have 2 squared to the x, that'll be an x over here, not a 2, minus 33 times 2 to the x minus 1 plus 8 equals 0. We'll then apply an exponent rule, and we will be applying the rule that a to the b to the c equals a to the bc. So when we apply that over here on our 2 to the 2 to the x, we will actually get 2 to the 2x minus 33 times 2 to the x minus 1 plus 8 equals 0. Still kind of repetitive so far. But we'll apply another exponent rule here, which will be a to the b plus c equals a to the b times a to the c. So that will be applied to our 2 to the x minus 1 here. So if we rewrite that out, we still have 2 to the 2x minus 33 times 2 to the x times 2 to the negative 1 plus 8 equals 0. Next, we will apply another rule of a to the bc equals a to the b to the c. So we can rewrite our 2 to the 2x to 2x squared, and you guessed it, minus 33 times 2x times 2 to the negative 1 plus 8 equals 0. So we can now substitute for our 2x. So substitute u equals 2 to the x. And that will leave us with u squared minus 33u times 2 to the negative 1 plus 8 equals 0. So if we carry through with that, we can substitute, or we can change out this to be u squared minus 33 over 2u plus 8 equals 0. You're now left with a quadratic equation. If we look back at our quadratic equation, we have x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all of that over 2a. In this equation, we have an a equals to 1, b is equal to negative 33 over 2, and c is equal to 8. If you'd like to simplify this, you can feel free to multiply the whole equation by 2. If we go back up here, that would give us 2u squared minus 33u plus 16 equals 0. That would also change these numbers to a equals 2, b equals negative 33, and c equals 16. Once we do that, we can plug into our equation here and have a negative 33 plus or minus the square root of 33 squared minus 4 times 2, which is our a, times 16. All of that over 2 times 2 equals our x. So once you go through with all of that, and I'm sorry I did switch variables here, this is actually u and u. I'm used to using x in this equation. But you will have x equals 16 and 1/2, which is equal to u. Now that we solved our quadratic, we still have the step of we have to resubstitute our 2 to the x back in. So we know that u equals 2 to the x, so we'll have two equations here of 2 to the x equals 16, and another one over here of 2 to the x equals 1/2. So we can convert this 16 to a base 2. So we would have 16 equals 2 to the 4th. And we know that 16 is equal to 2 to the x. So we have 2 to the x equals 2 to the 4th, or x equals 4. That is our first answer. Second one over here, we can apply an exponent rule of 1 over a to the b equals a to the negative b, which would give us 1/2 equals 2 to the negative 1. So 2 to the x equals 2 to the negative 1, or x equals -1. We now have two answers of 4 and -1 for this. Thank you so much for joining Roland Tutoring as we solved a logarithmic problem. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more problems.